If I could offer any advice to students before they start high school, it would be to get involved. Maybe this means to involve yourself in your classwork, maybe in sports, but whatever it is, make sure that it's something that you love. As a child, I loved older kids. I looked up to them. So when it was almost time for me to be at that same amazing age as the kids I had always loved, I was a bit confused. Suddenly, I was the big kid. High school was a special age group where you could do anything you wanted and be anyone you wanted. I was not about to waste this promising time of my life and decided at that very moment that I would appreciate every moment of this glorious time because I had looked forward to it for so long and I would never get it back when I graduated. Of course, my idea of high school was a bit over the top thanks to the movies, but I didn't realize that until I started classes at Legacy that high schoolers were not perfect and mature beings, but were, in fact, the same kids that I had been with since 6th grade when I first moved to Mansfield. But even after I ditched this over-glorified idea of teenagers, I kept with my personal vow. No matter what, I was always, at the very least, appreciative of my opportunities. I always found joy in what I did, even if it was not an overly happy time. Which brings me back to my main point. Get involved. It makes you happy. It's harder to find things to be sad over when you're busy, even for angsty teenagers with more stress than 1950s mental health patients. True fact. What I chose to involve myself in was journalism. I didn't decide on J1 because it seemed like an exciting class. In fact, I chose it because creative writing wasn't available until junior year. I would have taken 2 periods of pre-AP English 1 if I had the chance. I really just wanted to write. Freshman year, it was fun to learn about all these new things that Millette taught us. Marketing and advertising, reviews, Photoshop, design, and so much more. I still see the arrow in the FedEx logo every time I see their trucks go by. I sometimes rewatch the stupid cat videos that he played for us, just for a good laugh. I decided very early on in that class that I wanted to join newspaper staff and to compete in UIL, and that was the best and most pivotal decision that I made my freshman year. From there, I found my niche in high school. I found my career goal, my college major, and friends from all over the nation that I still see on our national trips. Journalism has given me a purpose, and now, here I am, editing the school newspaper for 2 years in a row, writing on it for 4, traveling the nation in the meantime, and recording my final senior blog video for broadcast. Journalism has taught me a lot over the years. I learned to find not only what makes me happy, but also what makes me comfortable, even if that's simply doing my work and not talking to people for a few days. Journalism has given me a new interest in everything. Everything and everyone has a story. Through journalism, I often have the privilege to find and report on that story. And so, I will continue to do this through college. I'm attending the University of Dallas, a small honors college in Las Colinas, majoring in English and concentrating in journalism. Here I'll be studying theology and philosophy, along with my usual basics. I'll spend my summers ministering to children at the same Catholic summer camp that I've attended since I was 7, working alongside people that I've grown up with through the camp. Someday, you just might hear me reporting the news on the radio, investigating hard case stories, or maybe you'll read my articles online. No matter what I choose to do, writing will always find a place in it. But beyond that, so will happiness. I've kept my promise to myself so far, and will continue to do so through life. I will find happiness in everything I do, and work to do the things that make me happy. This is Michelle McDaniel reporting for my final time for LBTV.